Hello everyone, and welcome back to Golden Sun 1, the finale of our Nuzlocke Class Changing Bonanza Challenge. Technically finale part 2, and I'm saying it's finale part 2 so that I don't have to change our classes. I want to end the game on the Tri-Elemental. Which is why it's finale part 1 and part 2. Haha! You might notice that we are already back in Venus Lighthouse. Before starting the recording, I got us all the way back here, through Sahula Desert, through the Lalavero Cliffs? Sahula Cliffs? I can't remember, but that place, and all the way back to Venus Lighthouse. Turns out, when you leave the lighthouse, most of the puzzles reset. Sorry to get us back through the whole dungeon again, but that's fine. Everyone but Isaac leveled up 1, Scarrett to 28, Ivan to 27, Maya to 28, Isaac's probably pretty dang close. Yeah. I've been running from some of the last few battles, but for the most part we did all those battles. Also, I got a rare drop, which you get from, I believe it was the Chimera Mage? Spiked armor. It's not very good, but it's cool that it exists. There's a lot of enemy-specific drops that I've never gotten because I've never bothered to farm them. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I might have gotten Spiked Armor before, but I don't remember it. I also took the chance when we passed through Lalavero to sell all of the cursed gear and, like, the 5 Waters of Life Garrett had from chests and stuff. So that's cool. Either way, we are ready to proceed with the final boss. Now, I haven't looked up, the first phase of the final boss I'm not worried about at all. Second phase, I don't feel like he has any insta-kill moves, but he might be trouble. He's not as powerful as Deadbeard, so we should be okay there. Let's not waste any further time and get into it. Venus Lighthouse area it is. Thanks for the lift! At long last, the time has come to light Venus Lighthouse's beacon. With the second beacon lit, only 2 will remain. No, lighting Jupiter is virtually the same as lighting Mars. That is true. Jupiter is really all that remains. That's right. Your dreams are within your grasp now. Firmly grasp it! Why are you still here, Felix? I thought I ordered you on ahead to the ship. I have no idea if these two voices are like what they were last time we encountered them. That was like 2 months ago for me? I've already sent Jenna and the others to the dock at Idajima. Then why did you come back? Because I have a different promise to keep. A promise, you say? You must mean Sheba. Yes, Sheba! Why haven't you released her yet? You promised to free her once you got into Venus Lighthouse. And that's what brought you back here. You promised not to involve anyone who wasn't related to this matter. Sheba is special. This whole batch of cutscenes, by the way, Lighthouse shipping. Felix and Sheba. I'm sorry, as far as I'm concerned, it is 150% canon. And you will see why. Of course. Because Sheba is a special adept. You guys learned something from the first 2 lighthouses. And what would that be? In order to enter each lighthouse, you need an adept of that clan. Right now we have fire, earth, and water adepts, but no wind adept. That does seem to be the case. Do we need Sheba to get into the Jupiter Lighthouse? I'm sorry, Felix, but we cannot even enter without a wind adept. That being the case, I guess I understand why you can't set Sheba free. It seems that you, too, have learned something. That is all. Then you should go, Felix. No, I cannot leave Sheba behind. I'm taking Sheba to the ship. What are you talking about, Felix? You don't know what will happen when you light this beacon. I won't leave Sheba here to find out. Who told you that we'd protect Sheba? Don't you trust us? That's not what I'm saying. It's just best to be safe. Don't tell us what's best, Felix. You're not taking Sheba. Why not? What, you don't trust me? How can we, after you just demanded we free Sheba? Some of the dialogue on the lighthouse here is a little clunky and they kind of flip-flop around a bit, but that's okay. If we had trusted you a moment ago, Sheba would be free now. Come with me, Sheba. I shall protect you. Are you ready to do this, even though it means fighting us? I believe he is. He would not have defied us if he lacked the will to fight, which, by the way, is so brave of him, and, good on you, dude. But, we play as Felix in Golden Sun 2, and when we start the game, we're level 5? I don't think he would have stood a chance here. It would have been about as one-sided as, young Isaac and young Garrett fighting them in the prologue. If it means protecting Sheba from harm, then I must. You've seen what we can do. You know you can't stop us. How can you protect Sheba when you can't even protect yourself? This rebellious attitude is exactly why we've never let you fight. Haven't you been given enough reason to fear us in these travels? You're no fighter, Felix. How can you hope to stand against us? You've questioned us for the last time. Let's see what you can do. It looks like they're having a falling out over Sheba. There's something more to it, though. It seems Satros and Menard no longer trust Felix. Looks like the perfect opportunity has just fallen into our laps. Now's our chance to prevent them from lighting the beacon. There's not a moment to spare. Let's move. Cool. Now, we're already as prepared as we're going to be, so I'm not concerned about that. I believe we have until we step onto those stairs before it triggers, but I'll save down here. Shouldn't need to summon rush or do anything fancy. Should just be able to do this as is. Isaac. So, you've come to stop us. Look what your defiance has brought us, Felix. I don't need you or anyone to rescue me, Isaac. I was just about to settle things with Satros and Menard. You can watch. And then we'll show you the true power of this beacon's light. But Sheba has nothing to do with this, so set Sheba free. Silence! You best tread lightly, Felix, or both you and Sheba will suffer. If anything happens to Sheba, we will have failed Farron. We won't permit you to lay a hand on Sheba or Felix. Oh, so you're worried about Sheba too? Don't worry, we won't hurt Sheba if you meet our conditions. What are you doing, Satros? Leave this to me. Sheba, do you remember the rod connected to Hesperia? The rod of Hesperia? The rod required to reach the Jupiter Lighthouse. Yes. Those who pursue us bear a rod. Is it the one? Sheba, stay where you are. You can do it from there. How about it, Sheba? Well, Sheba? Perhaps? Perhaps. Perhaps what? Don't yell at her! We're not yelling, we just want a straight answer. So, Sheba? Their minds are veiled. I cannot see clearly, but I think it's the one. It's ways to make her try again. So, what do we do? Minardi's just following Saturos' lead here. Do you know the terms we will require before we agree not to harm Sheba? You're smarter than I thought if you've already figured it out. If you give us the shaman's rod, Sheba will not be harmed. Agreed? The shaman's rod. If it means saving Sheba, I will give it to you. What? But Hammett gave that to you, Ivan! Don't you care what happens to Sheba? Then you will give us the rod! Well done, Saturos. We finally have the shaman's rod. Go get it, Felix. Why me? To ensure your loyalty to us. Go on, Felix. Isaac handed over the shaman to... Well, actually, Ivan had it, but I get it. What should I do with the rod? Keep it safe. Keep it secret. Where do you think you're going, Sheba? We gave you the rod. Now release Sheba. Whatever do you mean? You said we'd free Sheba if we gave you the rod. See, it's a little weird that Minardi, like, already told Sheba to stay where she is. Like, she knows what Saturos' trick was, but those were your terms. She acts confused here. We gave you the rod, so release Sheba. You seem to have misunderstood. I said we wouldn't harm Sheba, but I never said we'd let her go. You're altering the bargain? We can't help it if you misinterpreted Saturos' terms. Besides, if we were to release Sheba, she'd be in quite a fix. What do you mean? Sheba can't get back to Lalavero alone. What do you mean? We're going to take Sheba... Oh no. That's right. You won't be going back. This is it for you. Excuse me? Enough. You're the ones who aren't going anywhere. Bring it on, whelp. You won't live long enough to regret your stupidity. Prepare to experience firsthand the horror of a master fire adept. Yeah, that's nice. Alrighty, Saturos and Minardi. Minardi has Death Scythe. Death Size, she's got Death Size. Okay. We want to prioritize taking her down then, because she can do an instant KO. If we can lose someone now, we don't have it for the second phase of this fight. Saturos mostly just does heavy damage. Minardi, I think, can heal. She's more of a support. But yeah, okay, so... We're not even looking at Saturos here. We are absolutely just ganging up on Minardi. I won't lie, voicing that cutscene got me all excited again. Have I mentioned before that I love this game? Oh, no, it's Saturos who has the healing. Okay. That's kind of annoying. That's fine. Once we start hitting with summons, it should be okay. Death Size has a low chance of actually working, but it can work. It can't revive. How about no synergy for you, Saturos? Similar to the theme we heard in Saturos' battle on... Ooh, okay, just damage. On Mercury Lighthouse. But it is a distinctly different song. And then the second phase of this fight will have its own unique theme as well. I think we've almost got a summon ready. Yeah, that's fine, I'll take illusion. We're not using physical attacks, and Jin effects aren't... I'm assuming because the Jin, like, kind of auto-locks on, you know what I mean? Okay, so there's a Mars, sure. There's a Mars, there's a Jupiter, there's a Mercury, and there's a Venus. Oh, Satros can cast energy again. Damn, wait till you flash around at the same turn, that wasn't well thought out. Kind of being reactive there. But I didn't want to take the chance that she would hit us with Death Size and someone. Let's go ahead and Summon Rush her. Oh, right, we have Ivan moving twice. Mize is gonna hit super hard there. Yeah, Garrett's not as much. Nice, good damage. I didn't look up either of these boss fights before going into it, unlike I did with Dead Deer. I could see it theoretically taking us a few tries, but hopefully we should be able to do it first try. As long as we don't lose anyone to Death Size, I don't think the second phase has a instant KO. It's got a move called Cruel Ruin, which hits pretty hard, but I don't think it instant KO. And... stop going for Ivan with that chick. I think it has, that's the highest level of Fire and Fireball. It might be a KO for Ivan. Yeah, shoot. Okay, so we lost Ivan. No. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Sorry, I'll skip through this cutscene, you won't have to watch it again, but I'll do a save state right before the fight. Okay, back into it. And of course, because I wasn't thinking, which I don't seem to be doing much of today, I did the wrong save state. Did the one before the cutscene, so I can't see down equipment or anything. I have the one before we drop down for the first cutscene, which I'd rather not use, but I can if I need to. We should try and be using as much Mercury as we can, I think. Also, I should be keeping the healing up, because Satros can hit really hard with that synergy, as you saw. Says we'll neglect the ceiling. Ow. Sure. Go ahead and use flash. Let's get a kite going so we can get more mercury usage. Actually, then do that with Ivan here. Since he's got Fizz. No death size, please. That's fine. Do a regular melee. I am 100% here for that. Funny that her attack and the heat flash did exactly the same amount of damage. That should be okay. Yeah. Good. Taking you down, girl. Woohoo! Yeah, that's fine. Do some blasting. I can respect that. Danny DeVito approves. No wish. It's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and do a meteor. That's still good damage. Go ahead and do a Thor. And then this time do a Threat. I don't think Satros can do enough damage to take Ivan out in one hit there. Poor Ivan. Squishiest member of our party. Out on the XP of the two bosses. Fairly good XP too, for that matter. That's fine. Get some Jin back here. I was hoping for spreads, but I guess it'll be a few turns for spreads. One more turn, okay. But we can do a Boreas again next turn. Who has the... Oh, Garrett has the ring of healing. It seems like such a waste of this potion. What did I have Garrett doing? Healing's right. Go ahead and do the healing ring then. Why not? Oh, I should have used Judgment. And that's fine, we can do it next. That's a hard hitting spell. Not too bad. Ow! Fine. Judgment. Go ahead and use that healing ring again. And we'll combine it with the Spritz and then a Boreas. Yeah, that should be fine. Hopefully this turn will kill Minardi, if not both. Ah, there we go. That's what we like to see. Now, Satros has been taking not as much damage as Minardi on all these summons, but he's been taking damage too. I don't think this will kill him, but maybe next turn. Yeah. Well, not next turn, but very soon. Alright, as long as we keep our health up, we should absolutely be okay here. I'm gonna try and not use any more Jin here. So that we are fully ready. Well, we can use a little bit of Jin. As a treat. have a chance to readjust anything between phases. Ow. Alright, well he's got plies, so go ahead and just heal for the rest of this, I think. Kind of see where our Jin end up when Sakros finally goes down. He could heal himself, he's choosing not to, which I can appreciate. That's a high stage of eruption, which is probably obvious. Ow. I think we're actually going to use ground there. Not yet. Next turn, we'll be able to cast Wish, I believe. So, go ahead and do that. Sure. And yes. I think Maya can use Wish right now, but that's fine. There we go. Sure. I guess we're preparing a Summon Rush for the second phase. Thank you for hitting Isaac and not, Ivan. Appreciate that, homie. Hey, buddy, do you think you could just maybe go down? I don't want to waste the summon on you. There we go. There's Isaac's level up. He gets to be the only one in level 29. We did it! We beat him! Alright, Shiba, let's go. Felix, what are you doing? I cannot give up Shiba. What? But we just saved you! I never asked you to help us. Felix, you're not one of them. You're free to go now. So, why are you doing this? The 4 beacons must still be lit. Going to light the beacons? That's nonsense. That's ridiculous. I felt you'd say that, but I'm going to do it anyway. So wait, if he means to light the beacons, then he's our enemy, right? Friend or enemy, you won't stop me from taking Shiba with me. I hope you don't think you finished us off. You may not be finished, but you can barely stand. Right now, yes. But we'll be back on our feet as soon as we do this! Oh no! He threw the elemental star into the lighthouse. It's a good thing that shit ain't fragile and breaks. How could this happen? We couldn't keep them from lighting the beacon. I'd laugh if Isaac just cast caught the star. That's not all. The energy of the beacon will restore our power. How can it restore their power? Venus is the earth elemental, right? Then why would Venus give power to fire adepts? This is the only time in the entire franchise that I'm aware of that this concept is brought up. Yet we see it in practice with our class changing. Fire and earth share a symbiotic relationship. This light will restore our synergy. We'll fight you as many times as it takes. We won't lose. You may have beaten two of us. But now you face the true might of Fire Clan of the North. Fire Clan of the North? Bear witness to the true strength of the Northern Wilds. Oh, give it up. We beat you once, we'll do it again. Go, Felix. Take Sheba and go. I can go? I may not have the strength to protect Sheba after this. You must take Sheba to the ship without fail. What are you waiting for? Go, now! No, I cannot leave you to fight them alone. Are you saying you don't want to lose to Isaac? I wonder if that's true. What was that? Wouldn't you be just a little sad to see your childhood friend perish? What are you saying? I'm saying you're here to protect this brat from your past. Do you really think that I would help them? Let's just say that I wouldn't put it past you. You, Satros, do you agree? I wouldn't say that, but it would be best not to raise our suspicion. Now who's telling me who's best? Fine, I'll take Sheba for you. Come on, Sheba. Wait, Felix! I won't let you go! Felix is the least of your worries right now. Oh my, they're glowing! It's time you learned what true power is. Their synergy is overflowing. It's too late to run! Uh-oh, they're fusing. They've merged into one another. Everyone get back! Thus beginning a long tradition of the final boss of every Golden Sun game being a fused together entity. Welcome to Fusion, Dragon friends. Alright. Let's do it. We've got some summons queued up. Let's get Isaac doing a couple of things there. Oh, I should get a Thor going. And a Zephyr. Dragon Diver. Okay. This does heavy damage. I think it reduces someone to one. No, okay, not the one. Let's get Cruel Press. I know Cruel Ruin is a thing, but he's got like a press move, I think, which actually Trojan Fish, which gets you down to 1 HP. Oh, because I had Isaac use a Mercury, not to be able to use Switch here. Shoot, that was not well thought out. Perhaps mine. Oh yeah, and he moves twice in a turn because, you know, he's 2 people. That's fine. I'll get you to use Flash here. And Judgment. Sure. No, cannot use that. Okay. So hold on, when you get sprints back, you already have it. Or it's locked. I think then we're gonna use some potions here. It's now or never. I think we can use Meteor next time. Yeah. Also, I love the change in the background of the battle, like all the lightning crackling and stuff. And some of the background of these battles are really cool. Almost 1,000. Like Deadbeard, he's in a, oh, this is the Crush one. It's not Cruel Ruin. I don't think Cruel Ruin is the second game. If this hits one target, then it's still not Cruel Ruin. It hits one target. No, okay. So that's just a big multi-hitting thing. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so he's in a certain health bracket, so you'll notice he just takes so much more damage than summons, because he's got a lot of health. That's actually a mechanic I didn't know was in the game, but I discovered while I was reading about Deadbeard last episode. Left worthless on him. Oh, right, do meteor. Right. And he's got break, so he can take off all these buffs I'm doing. That's fine, that's a wasted move for him. He's also got, not Jin's Storm, which is the second game onward, Jin's Song, I believe, which zaps one Jin from every person. It's like a proto-Jin Storm. Okay, good, we got the heal off. So we do outer space again. We're actually going to take the damage from this, but we hit us up with her defense up and resistance up, so hopefully it helps. Ow. And he wasted turn on break. That's spirits. We got wish back though, that's huge. Why don't we do that though? Well, let's spritz to our team there. Do a 4 next turn. Ow. I might have wanted to do a wishes in as well. Oh, that's the one that. Oh! Okay, it's got a chance of instant KO or it just does heavy damage, which clearly it did the heavy damage. I should have done a save start this time, but that's fine. So, we've got no more Maya. Hopefully, we've done enough damage to be able to get through. Ow. And we lost Ivan. That's not boding well. I feel like for my entire life I thought that was Dragon Diver. Alright, well, it's clear we're gonna have to be careful about this. Go ahead and do the 4. I don't think we're gonna win this attempt, but I'm gonna try my butt off. You're gonna have to do the judgment too. Isaac's keeping me alive right now. Oh, my voice is cracking. That's fine. Just stay alive. Acceptable. Fine. Actually, that's good, not just fine. Should be able to survive this. Just keep the heals going. Sure. Turn off not much health. Ooh, granite, that'll help a lot. Hit him the meteor. God, we did it. I was just thinking to myself, it would be so climactic if we won it with just Isaac and Garrett, the two that set out to start this journey in the first place. The two that lost to them in the prologue, now standing alone with their allies down for the count, they secure that win. That's huge. How did we lose? We were superior in every way, but still, we were defeated. And into the lighthouse they go. Now, real quick, I want to interrupt this little cutscene just to talk about that for a moment. So, it is generally assumed by the fan base that Saturos and Minardi die here. They died in the intense energy of Venus Lighthouse, and after being like thoroughly taken down here. As far as everybody else is concerned, they're dead. But, and this is a slight spoiler for the second game, we have direct evidence that being in, like, the bathing of the lighthouse, when it's lit, can restore health, right? Pure synergetic energy, alchemic energy like that can do that. My theory is, I mean, I guess we kind of saw it here too, but that was a little different. My theory is, they did not die. They fell to the very bottom, they're completely engulfed in energy. They might have been out of it for a while, but they did not die. They might have even been like a form of like hibernation for a while, but I do not think they're dead. I think that they emerged from this, changed physically and perhaps mentally by the experience. I had it so that they were living in Colima or a port town, I believe, when I did my Golden Sun D&D thing, and I had prompts written for everything. I had it planned so that Saturos and Minardi were alive, and were in somewhere in Angara. I want to say a portside place, but they're alive, and they're kind of anti-heroes. And they kind of are anti-heroes, but that's a spoiler for the second game. We did it! We won! I will say this, though. We never see Saturos and Minardi again in any of the games. The closest we get is a cardboard cutout representation in Golden Sun 2, and a reference in the Sun Saga books, which retell the story of the first two games, sorta, kind of, with bias. We beat them, but have we really won? Yeah. Even though we couldn't stop the beacon from being lit? What are you talking about? We did everything we could. Sure, we couldn't save the Venus Lighthouse, but we beat them. They're gone. You saw them fall down into the pit. So we don't have to worry about any more beacons being lit. But Felix is gone, and he's taken Sheba. What's with you guys? Isaac, what are you looking at? Felix! Did you finish them? No one knew their power better than I did. If you destroyed them, then I am no match for you now, Isaac. I must go. Come, Sheba. Wait, Felix! Why do you run from us? They fell into the lighthouse. It's all over. Poor fools. If you think it's over, you are sadly mistaken. If you plan to light the other beacons, you will still need the elemental stars. You have one. You have one specific. You have the Jupiter star. We have the Mars star. They're gone, Felix. You don't have to light the beacons anymore. Yes, I do. If if I don't light the beacons? What will happen? It's no use talking about it. Just wait and see. If you won't release Sheba, we'll have to take her back. Split into 4. The lighthouse. Isaac, they're too far away. We can't reach Felix. That's not all. There's light coming from down below. No! Sheba! Hold on, Sheba. Take my hand. I can't. You must try. If you don't, you'll fall. Look down. The foundations of the lighthouse are crumbling. It gives me chills, bro. Why is this happening? Is it to protect Venus Lighthouse? I'm slipping. I can't hold on any longer. No! Don't let go! You can't! You'll... Goodbye, Felix. And thank you. And down she goes. Stands up. Shakes his head. Sheba! No! I won't let you die! And off he goes. And that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is why it's called lighthouse shipping. Anyways, one of the rare times where Isaac technically says something in this game. Sheba fell after that last tremor. Felix didn't dive into the sea after her, did he? I can't believe he did that from so high up. Oh man, I can absolutely picture that scene of him like catching her in the air and then turning his body so that he cradles her from the fall of landing into the water. You idiot, Felix! I can't believe he said he'd light the other beacons. Why, we would have had to fight him if this hadn't happened. But he sacrificed himself to save Sheba. He's not like Satiros. I'm at a loss, Isaac. We have to decide what to do next. What to do? What can we do? What about Jenna and the others at Ida Gemma? Oh yeah, I completely forgot about Jenna. Isaac, listen up. We've got to find Jenna. Look at that. Isaac has finally come back to his senses. Shouldn't we go find Jenna and the others right away? Sure. It's about time you started agreeing with me. Isaac, you'll have to tell Jenna about Felix. I know it will be hard, but you'll be there to comfort her. See, I can live with Veil shipping being canon, Isaac and Jenna. There are clues. When I was playing this game way back when, because Garrett is kind of your mouthpiece, I just kind of took them all for Garrett times Jenna. So flame shipping just seemed natural to me. But I'm willing to get behind Veil shipping. Like, I don't fully agree with it, but it's fine. Lighthouse shipping, though, you cannot tell me that it's not canon. The other one that gets brought, that's like the main contender for lighthouse shipping, is Duskshipping, which is Felix times Karst, who is a character we'll meet in the second game. I will admit I do like Duskshipping. I can see the appeal. But you cannot watch the scene that you just watched and tell me that Felix and Sheba don't have a thing for each other. Like, you cannot. I'm sorry. Your argument is invalid. Now, love triangle? That could be a thing, too. What's the matter, Garrett? I was just thinking. How the heck are we supposed to get down? Good point. This is going to make de-leaving very difficult. Yeah, that's a 2-tile wide gap. How are you supposed to jump that? Lol, JK, the lighthouse heard you and fixed itself. It's back to normal. That was odd. What's going on around here? I don't think we'll ever know. Technically, there is no explanation for that. I just personally assumed that's just it's the Earth Lighthouse, it makes sense that it would rip apart from the force and then meld itself back together. Maybe it was purging the tunnel ruins aspect of the dungeon, who knows. At least now we can go search for Jenna and the others. It was just there to make sure that we couldn't go interfere with Felix. Alright, let's go, Isaac. It's time to find Jenna. Not in control. But despite a long and tiring search, Jenna was nowhere to be found. I completely forgot what voice I gave Farron. Oh, this should be interesting. How did the search for Sheba turn out? We were unable to find any sign of her. I feel like that's very close to it. The seas are too rough to search. And there's no sign of her on land. Tolby is responsible for Sheba's fate. No apology can reflect the sorrow I feel at your loss, Farron. All we can do for Sheba now is hope. But tell me, what of Jenna and the others? The same. We've searched all over, but they're nowhere to be found. The ground tore apart from the shock of the lighthouse and the ship. Apparently, everything at Idajema, including the ship, was swept away. So, Idajema itself was washed out to sea? That whole little islet? Incredible. And the cave, too, has been flooded. But we think Jenna and the others are still alive. They may have been washed out to sea with Idajema. And we have decided to continue searching for Jenna. Haven't we, Isaac? Do not worry about Sheba. I just hope you are able to find Jenna. We will find Sheba without fail. Sheba has been in dangerous situations before and lived. But this time, I believe it was nothing short of a miracle. Who knew the sea would rise up to the lighthouse just as she fell? Can you really call that a miracle? Do you think it was just good luck? Let's call it mere coincidence for now. Nothing is coincidental when it comes to this child. So, you believe Sheba survived? Yes, I am sure of it. Just because Sheba was an adept? An adept? What is that? Well, it's someone with abilities like theirs. Isaac, you and your friends are truly amazing. You were able to enter the ancient ruins and get to Venus Lighthouse. But Sheba was different. She couldn't enter the ruins. And that's just because Sheba's abilities are different from theirs. No matter how many times I explain that to Farron, he doesn't get it. Dude, just explain that she's of a different element. Like, I'm sure the guy has at least heard of the elements, and if not, just... oh my god. Garrett, don't be rude. Probably because it's Garrett who explained it to him. Unfortunately, we don't have time to talk. We've got to go. That's right. I didn't mean to keep you. That didn't come out right. We mean that while we're talking, Jenna and the others are lost at sea. See, it's Garrett who's concerned about Jenna. I understand your desire to leave as soon as possible. The seas have been very rough since the beacon was lit. Be careful. You too. Farewell. Take care, and farewell. Thank you very much. I hope your search for Sheba yields success. Oh, I was waiting for something to happen. No, we're good. I can move again. So, we'll talk to everybody before we go. Just reset those. Doesn't really matter about our Jin art because there's no more combat for the rest of the game, but that's fine. Can I talk to you, Farron? You will find Jenna someday. Farewell. So there are some people like Isaac and his friends in Angara. If only I were a little younger, I'd go to Angara and what, kick our asses? Please wait for me outside Farron's house. I wish to speak with you. I must explain their promise to Lord Babby before it's too late. Farron says knowing her powers, Sheba's alive without a doubt. But I can't be as sure as Farron until I see her. I don't need fame or fortune. I just want Sheba to be safe. Sheba. And they say the lighthouse crumbled down. That's as it should be. Toby is to be blamed for what happened to Sheba. Toby should be cursed and destroyed. You are leaving after all, aren't you? You are welcome in Lalavero any time. Why won't anyone stop Isaac and his friends from leaving us? Is there someone on the roof? No. Still can't talk to her. Oh yeah, we can jump over from the right. Where are you going, Isaac? IOM asked us to wait. Did you forget? By the way, there's physically no way to wait. We just have to trigger this a little bit. I know we need to leave, but we should hear what IOM has to say. We can delay our departure a little longer. Let's wait. Thank you for waiting for me. As you've no doubt guessed, I need to speak with you about Lemuria. Yes, the island of the ancients far out at sea. When you could not find Jenna, you returned to Venus Lighthouse. Yeah, the base of the lighthouse was flooded, so we couldn't get out. That's when you gazed out to sea as you promised Babby you would. Yes, we saw an area wrapped in mist. I remembered how Babby said Lemuria was always covered in mist. I am not sure, but I'm beginning to think that maybe Lemuria... Ya think? If it is, then Babby's life could be saved? Yes. Then I guess we have no choice but to go. Good, then it's settled. I'll make arrangements for you to leave at once. But we have to find Jenna first. That is the other reason I wanted to see you, to give you this. IOM takes out the black orb. Oh, isn't that... I believe this cutscene plays out slightly differently if we never went to Ida Gemma and triggered that cutscene, which was not mandatory. You will need it to sail Babby's ship. I thought the ship we saw at Ida Gemma was Babby's. His ship is here in Lalavero. So the ship was at the peninsula with Satiros' ship. Perhaps. We have no way of finding that out now. Yes, they're gone. But now we can sail the ship of the ancients. It certainly will aid us in our search for Jenna. Babby told me the ship of the ancients is an incredible vessel. It will make your search for Jenna easier. We appreciate it. But I want you to find Lemuria as soon as possible. We promised Babby we would find Lemuria. We will not fail him. The ship is docked at the edge of town. You will know it when you see it. Farewell, and bring back news of Lemuria. Bye, Iodem. We will never see you again in the franchise. Right on, Isaac. We finally get to see the ocean that we've totally seen like 6 times. To sea we go. It is time to depart. Sorry. The explosion in the Venus ruins caused Babby Lighthouse to crumble. The works of man can never withstand such a mystical power. Iodem of Tolby doesn't seem too disappointed about Babby Lighthouse. It must have just been another whim of that tyrant, Babby. Can't leave. Where are you going? Aren't we taking Babby's ship? Then we should head to the wharf that the soldier in town was guarding. I thought they had done me in for sure, but I'm all better now. I'm all healed now, but I lost all my confidence after being beaten. And if I return to Tolby, I will never fight again. I will never let my guard down again. We will be the ones to protect Lalavero from danger. I wanted to be a part of the battle at Venus Lighthouse. No, you didn't trust me. Are you leaving Lalavero? I do not know where you are headed, but wherever you it is, you will do fine. You are staying? Splendid! Me and all the Lalaverans will feel much safer. After everything that's happened, Lalavero no longer feels safe. We could buy stuff if we wanted to, but there's no point. We wanted to send ships out to sea to find Sheba, but we can't yet. The ships would all capsize in the rough waters. When will the ocean be calm again? After I beat Poseidon. No, that wasn't a joke. I went to the ocean to look for Sheba today, but it was so rough. No one could possibly swim in an ocean that rough. The peninsula behind Venus Lighthouse is flooded. The powers of the ancients are fierce. The ocean is so rough since the peninsula was washed away. They say one strange event invites another, leading to great disaster. I can't believe you escaped Venus Lighthouse. What? The tunnel under the lighthouse is not flooded, so that's how you came back, huh? Venus Lighthouse is still standing strong despite what happened. It must have been built by the gods. I saw the beacon of Venus Lighthouse light up. It was one of the most beautiful sights I have ever seen. Venus Lighthouse has been the symbol of Lalavero since the olden days. The lighting of the beacon may be a sign of good things to come. Baby Lighthouse was struck down, just as I knew it would be. First, the lighthouse was struck down. Next, Babby himself will be punished. Aw, come on, the man's not that tyrannical. Just, you know, the unquestioned leader of a very militaristic nation. It is impossible to go out on the ocean now. Be careful when you do. The Champa who will... Whoa! Holy shit, that's cool! I didn't know there was a reference to the Champa in Golden Sun 1. They play a very major part in Golden Sun 2, and they're, the only other city that's on Angara that we never visited. Other than the Dwarven city, but that's, like, very late game, and technically it's part of the Western Sea. The Champa who rule the seas are frightful people. Beware. The Champa are people from a coastal village, and that's so cool! I never knew they had a reference in this game. Sheba should be fine. She was fine when she fell from the sky. The height of the lighthouse is nothing to her. Seeing Sheba dive must have been beautiful. Sheba will wake when the beacon in Venus Lighthouse is lit. Then Lalavero will be free from Toby's grasp. I can't wait until Sheba is back. All of Lalavero is awaiting her return. Yeah, that's really cool. Baby Lighthouse crumbled when all the lands shook. No one can enter now because it is too dangerous inside. Will they continue on or quit now that Baby Lighthouse has crumbled? So the ruins really are connected to Venus Lighthouse. I knew it. What Sheba said was true. We can't possibly dig a hole from here to Venus Lighthouse. It must have been very difficult for those who made the tunnel. I always wanted to break. Being on vacation all the time is no fun. I'm worried that we won't get paid now that the construction has ended. His arms behind his back, I think that's the only time we ever see that sprite positioning. We finally solved the mystery of the ruins. I had no idea these ruins were connected to Venus Lighthouse. The mystery of the ruins should have remained a mystery. Where could Sheba be now? I'm so worried. If Sheba used her great powers, then she must still be alive. But surviving such rough seas must be very difficult. And there's a sign here, because you notice we can't pass. No trespassing. Danger beyond this point. Literally, when it has a sign saying no trespassing stopped us before. Sheba jumped into the ocean from atop the lighthouse? Unbelievable! No, Felix did that for Sheba. Sheba fell. Sheba would be fine, even after falling from such a height. Don't forget, Sheba fell from the moon. If you defeated that evil bunch, you must be mighty warriors. You must be great warriors to defeat them. Can I become your apprentice? I didn't know it at the time, but that loud noise was the sound of the beacon being lit. The inn guests all became scared and ran outside. Why would the lighting make such a loud noise? Is that the noise of that star-like thing above the lighthouse? I must say, it is nice to see the light of the beacon that night. I'm sleepy. These bright nights have been keeping me up late. Fishing is so difficult nowadays because the ocean is so rough. We have little to cook when we can't fish. That's not good for us. Gee, what am I going to cook for dinner tonight? Cool. I think that's it for people we can talk to. No, one more house. The continent broke apart around the lighthouse and the lands beyond it. Now far from the continent have gone to it. Will they ever return? I shudder to think what would happen if our town was washed out to sea. What happened to those living on the other side of the lighthouse? We're lucky that we live north of the lighthouse. If we didn't, we wouldn't have made it. Alright, here we go. I was told to let you in if you showed up. The door is open. Apparently, a ship has been docked here all this time. Must be a very special ship. This sure seems like a strange place for Babby to moor his yacht. Oops. That's from when I was getting through Venus Lighthouse again. Okay. Might be the last room of the entire game, but we might as well check. Oh yeah, so one cool thing about the fact that they had the Champa reference there, Golden Sun 1 and 2 were originally meant to be one game, like one full game. But it was so big they had to split it into 2 separate cartridges. And honestly, this makes perfect sense as a point to do it. Because this is the last time we will play as Isaac. Use that black orb, baby. Although technically we do get this party back in the second game, Felix becomes the main character going forward. Looks like it's finally time to leave Gondolin. It's so strange. We've been traveling for so long, and yet it feels like we've only just begun. Now that I think about it, so many things have happened. But our journey will be over as soon as we find Jenna, right? What did you say? Our next journey? What journey is that? Isaac's got future sight, don't worry about it. You didn't forget, did you, Garrett? I promised to Babby. Oh, Lemuria. I wonder what kind of place Lemuria is. We have to find Jenna before going to Lemuria, don't we? Technically, yes. Yeah, that's important. Jenna makes it to Lemuria before you do, though. At any rate, this will be our first time on the ocean. No, that is correct. So this is the ocean Kraden wanted me to see, that you've physically seen so many times! Ah! Every time we pass by a coast, or on top of Mercury Lighthouse, or on top of Venus. I mean, you already said you looked out to sea and saw Lemuria. Oh my god. The seas are very rough. Do you think we'll be okay? This is a Lemurian ship. We'll be fine. Well, shall we then? To sea. Jenna is waiting for us. That, everyone, is Golden Sun number 1, and the end of our Golden Sun Nuzlocke Class Changing Bonanza Challenge. It wasn't deathless, but we never used any revives other than a Sanctum. Ivan went down 3 times, and Maya went down once. Isaac and Garrett technically never went down, excluding party wipes, and that one time Garrett went down and I loaded the save state because it was against a random monster, and that was bullshit. I wasn't allowing it. We do have a cutscene after this, teasing Golden Sun 2, and we will save a clear save file. The way it works from Golden Sun 1 to Golden Sun 2 is you can enter a password to transfer all of your save data, and you want to do this. There are certain events that never happen unless you've transferred data and you've completed them on this playthrough. You also can't visit the final secret dungeon or face the final boss, or final optional boss, and the hardest boss in the entire franchise if you don't have all the Jinn, and you cannot have all of the Jinn if you don't transfer them over. It will give you one of each element if you don't have all of them, but like, if you don't have at least 6 of each Jinn, you can't do everything. So you want to do a password transfer. You also get their levels, their inventory, and all that good stuff, which we want to do. Gold password transfer is a nightmare, though. It takes like a good half an hour of inputting stuff. That's for when we do Golden Sun 2, though. We will be going into Golden Sun 2 after this, but due to themed months and stuff. Yeah. So we'll be picking up Golden Sun 2 shortly, probably in December-ish. But, yeah. We'll see how it goes. Kind of playing fast and loose and stuff. We'll let you enjoy the rest of the credits, and I will see you again when they are done. Oh wow, I actually managed to talk through most of it. Go me. Yes, we will save clear data. So we already have this one, which, wow, look at that, we finished with exactly the same Isaac level. A couple more hours, probably because we actually spoke to all the people. This is the one we did for stream, and I'm pretty sure I didn't talk to every NPC. But boom. We see this cutscene again in Golden Sun 2, but it plays out slightly differently with some slight different graphics. For some reason, only in Idajema, they changed the graphic of the mountain and the trees. Only in the second game and only in that little prologue. It's weird. Oh, Crane, how long will this island continue to drift? I don't know. I wish you could tell me. Sheesh, you're no help in times like this. Hey, I'm hungry. How can you think about food? I wonder what happened to my brother. I can't be certain, but it looks like they lit the Venus beacon. You don't have to tell me that. That's how we wound up adrift at sea, right? You are so cranky today, Jenna. Well, I suppose you must be worried about Felix. Isaac and his friends must have been nearby, too. They probably were. I miss them. Isaac, Felix. Now, there's some points towards veil shipping because she's not saying Garrett, she's saying Isaac. Best character! There's something I wish to show you. Walk this way. Felix! Sheba! Felix! Sheba! They're alive! They're alive! What is this? Alex, what happened? My Jenna and Crane voices were slipping a little bit there, that's fine. To be continued. We're back to the main menu. Now, let me do that. I don't remember how to actually make the... How does this work? Yeah, I'll do it before we go into the second game. Either way, this is where we are going to leave it off for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all next time for something completely different. Bye-bye!